Get ready for some great news.
We'll talk about why you must buy and sell in Metro Atlanta in 2022. Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Gamaliel, broker realtor with Sturgis Realty Group.
And I'm Alan Rios. I'm the realtor with Sturgis Realty Group here in Metro Atlanta.
And Alan, I have to say 2021 was a great year.
Oh my gosh, wow! I mean, if you could describe it in one word, wow is the word. I mean, it was a phenomenal year, not only for the buyer, but also for the seller, Gamaliel.
Yes, obviously there was low interest rate for buyers.
Sure.
There was low inventory for seller. What a market. So there was a lot of opportunity, and there's still a lot of opportunity also.
Yeah, for sure. Let's start with the buyer perspective, right? When we look at 2021, if you were a buyer, you had low interest rates, right? And with those low interest rates, once you purchased your home, you had low monthly payments that came along with that.
And obviously the opportunity when it comes to rate, obviously where rates are looking right now and where they were in the past, it is amazing. Obviously rates right now currently around 3.2%.
Yeah, lower threes.
You know, pretty low. I was back, 5 years ago when I bought a home, I remember they had a rate of 6%.
Wow, I know, that is incredible when you think about it. And you thought you had a great deal, right? At 6%.
I thought I was getting the deal because obviously years ago when I bought my first home, I remember I bought my first home close to 10%.
Oh my gosh.
That tells my age, obviously.
And when I bought my home, it was right around the lower 6%, and then I was able to refinance it. But even back then, at the low sixes, I thought I was getting a great deal too.
Yes, so it's amazing, right? Rates are still pretty low. And obviously one thing that we are expecting coming up in this new year, 2022, is that rates definitely gonna start going up.
Yeah, and we're starting to notice it a bit right now, with interest rates climbing up now into the lower threes. How fast they will climb, we will have to see, but we do expect those interest rates to continue to tick upwards as we go through the early part of 2022.
Yeah, and obviously rather where you're looking to buy or sell, one thing that you need to understand that when interest rate goes up, markets start changing, obviously.
Yeah.
What we see obviously is we start seeing a little more inventory of property into the market. Now in the month of December, obviously we always know inventory is short because obviously the holidays and everything. But coming up January, you will start seeing a little more increase of inventory. And we're starting seeing less offers also, which is a good thing for buyers also.
Yeah, so back in the summer, right, we were seeing multiple offers. And when we say multiple offers, we're talking about 10, 20, 30, 40. I had one that was over 50 offers, Gamaliel. So it was getting ridiculous as far as the competition is concerned. We're not seeing that right now in this real estate market. We're still seeing some competition, but it's nothing like the level we saw over the summer. But the inventory was low, right?
Yes, it was.
Inventory stayed below 1.5 months supply here in Metro Atlanta throughout the entire year.
Obviously that's super low compared to a regular market that you're looking anywhere between 5 to 6 months. So with that 1 month says it pretty much that if we stop selling, if we start putting properties into the market, it would take roughly 1 month to sell all the properties available for sale.
And when you think about the average days on the market, right? So average days on the market, right around 5 to 8 days on the market here in Metro Atlanta, that would go pretty quickly.
Yeah, that is. So obviously, but there's some great things happening, obviously, as we move to 2022. And obviously, there was a lot of frustration in 2021 when it comes to the buyers because a lot of buyers obviously they want to go into the war, making an offer, and a lot of frustration of not getting that particular home because they were competing a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of competition as we mentioned earlier. So it was key to have a good realtor on your side to negotiate, right? Putting that good offer together to make your offer stand out. So there was a lot of competition. We talked about it, 20, 30, 40 offers coming in. A lot of times it was defeating for the buyer.
Yeah,
we come back and say, we've got 40 offers on the table that we're competing against. We had to bring their spirits up and say, hey, we're gonna find you a house. It's going to be competitive. There's going to be some no's before you get some yeses sometimes.
Yeah, and like Alan mentioned, the most important of that was that we were able, and here at Sturgis Realty Group, to structure the deal and able to compete with a lot of people and able to get that home that they love to our clients. Luckily, obviously working with someone who has experience and a good agent, you want to find someone with experience because it does make a difference for the buyer. to get represented by someone who could structure the deal and give you the opportunity. But obviously coming up to 2022, it's gonna give you a better chance to find that property. So if for some reason you're one of those people that was not able to find a home last year, don't give up.
Oh yeah,
because
don't give up.
Obviously one thing I want to mention here in Metro Atlanta for everybody to know, here in Metro Atlanta, you could actually buy something, your mortgage could be cheaper than renting. It's cheaper to own than to rent.
Oh, for sure. I mean, rent continues to climb. I know people who are, when they have to renew their lease, they're talking to me, it's going up another $300 more for a 1-year lease. And it becomes unsustainable. I mean, with your income, you're just not saving money, right? So when you purchase a home, and we talked about the interest rates with it being on the low side, you're getting a fixed interest rate, a 30-year fixed loan. Your payment's not going to increase. Maybe your property taxes may go up here and there, but overall you're paying basically the same price over a longer period of time, so you can keep more money in your pocket, right?
Yeah, and pretty much, obviously, rent goes much higher than your mortgage. So, and over time, there's so many benefits of owning a home. Besides building equity, obviously, in a home, which is one of the biggest benefits, it's also that, like Alan mentioned, having a stable payment, which is affordability and creates a little more money over long term. So definitely, if you've been thinking about buying a home, this is definitely a great time, 2022, before interest rate go up. And obviously, sometimes that will make payments so high that you're not going to be able to afford that home that you wanted.
Yeah, sure. And when interest rates usually climb, you don't see a big jump in the home prices. They have to kind of battle each other out a little bit there. And so it kind of, hits the middle part there where, the amount of homes on the market, it all depends upon how much homes we have on the market and how many buyers are in the market to purchase a home.
And one thing that we get asked, obviously we work a lot with investors too. One thing that we get asked is, what about foreclosure? What's your expectation now in 2022? Where are we looking at foreclosure? Obviously, here in the Metro Atlanta, foreclosures last year was less than 1%. So that tells you where we're in the foreclosure. But as 2022 now, you're going to start seeing a little more increase of foreclosure also in the market. Yeah,
so the foreclosures, they had that moratorium, right? Federal moratorium that was going through the summer of 2021. So that kind of protected the home buyer or home seller from going into foreclosure. With that expiring now, a lot of them are kind of working deals with the banks in order to keep the homeowner in their homes, right? So that was key. They don't want an abundance of homes coming on the market foreclosed. But the advantage of last year was it was such a strong seller's market, people could turn around and sell their home if they were falling behind on their payments.
Correct. And now obviously coming up, and because most of those homeowners that were behind, they were protected during the year, that you didn't see that many foreclosure coming up. But now, like Alan mentioned, that they stopped the moratorium, so you're gonna start seeing coming up at the early January, start seeing some of the foreclosure increasing during the year, which also going to create, change a little bit about the inventory, the market overall. You start seeing a little more properties that help obviously increasing the inventory a little bit, and it helps for more options for buyers in the market.
Exactly. So as we take a look at the 22 year, we're looking at a situation where we're going to continue to see growth here in Atlanta, right? Companies are still investing in Atlanta, so we're going to see more people come in, and it's looking very optimistic here as far as the way Atlanta is looking growth-wise and also the housing market.
And one thing, obviously, like Alan mentioned, population is growing very rapidly here in Atlanta. We've seen a growth of 18%.
That is incredible.
Which is amazing here in Atlanta in the past year, which is one of the fastest growing cities around the United States. When we compare, obviously, affordability, purchasing power, by being a big city, we're still an affordable city compared to a lot of the big cities like Chicago, New York, California. There's still a lot of affordability, but the great news here, like Alan also mentioned, is that we have a lot of jobs also in here, a lot of tech companies investing. A lot of tech companies, a lot of different industries are coming up in here. So definitely there's a lot of opportunity. If you're looking to move into Atlanta or looking for jobs, there's a lot of jobs and opportunity here.
For sure, and just reach out to us. We'll help you find that neighborhood that's close to your company that you're transferring to or applying to, and we'll make your job a little bit easier that way.
Yeah, and again, if you're looking to buy, sell or invest here in the Metro Atlanta, we'd love to hear from you. put a comment below, and we'll love to hear and answer any of the questions that you may have.
And please click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd love to see you again.
And again, thank you for your support. It was an amazing 2021. Please share this video with your friend, family. Keep supporting us, and we love to hear your comment. Thank you.
All right, take care. We'll talk to you next time.
Have a great day.